Welcome back, builders. It is Socks, and today I have an amazing base for you guys. I present to you the Siphon. The Siphon is a small to medium sized circle base that has plenty of features to help your group dominate next wipe. If you guys like this base and want to see more bases built by me in the future, consider subscribing and turn on post notifications so you never miss an upload. Now, let's get right into the video. Hey, what is going on, everyone? Welcome to the base walkthrough for the Siphon. Without further ado, let's get right into the base. So, bringing you on over to our external TCs. They are bunkered. Each TC is going to be around 2,300 fragments a day, which that includes all deployables. Moving on into the gatehouse, we have Patricos aligned both sides, both inside and outside of the compound. Moving on in, we've got a furnace wall on both sides. We've got Patrico peaks from bedrooms that allow us to have really good peaks into your compound as such, right there. We also have a funnel wall here. You can see this is a funnel wall segment of the base. But just quickly, this is a ring around the base right here. And then this is the entryway in to the second shell here. So the second shell is really just meant for depot boxes and any deployables that you do not necessarily have room inside the base for. There's 3 entryways into the base. Each side is symmetrical. Really good spot for depot boxes right here. We've got locker kits. This is second story right here. Really good box space. Moving on down to the core. We've got extra batteries, box space, whatever you need there. Main TC is probably about 90% of the upkeep for this base at 51,000. But again, that is all of the deployables. Moving on up to the third story of this base. This gives you peaks right into your open core. These are your ankle biter peaks. You have extra box storage as well as battery / lockers. Moving on up to the 4th floor. This is the entry into your open core right here. You've got decent box space in here. You've got peaks from above as well as below. No one is really safe inside this open core. As far as raiders go. You've got bedroom respawns that give you deadly peaks right into the compound here, as well as those wide gap peaks. These also function as heli peaks. Moving on up to the 5th floor, we've got bedroom respawns that give you direct peaks right into your open core, right from a bed spawn. These got lockers in them just so you can get re-kitted right as soon as you respawn. Again, more peaks into your compound as well as ankle biter peaks onto your shooting floor. Moving on up to the final floor, we've got ankle biters up on top of your roof and with more box space. Dropping down into our shooting floor, we've got crouch peaks, we've got wide gaps, we've got breach peaks. Pretty much everything that you need in a shooting floor, you have it here. You've even got these nasty peaks that look right where the raiders are going to be breaching. You've got more heli peaks on top of this shooting floor. You've also got great turret coverage here that looks right into your shooting floor. And this has anti-siege protection, so if a raider were to take your external TC and you still want to live out of this base, all you got to do is place that, and it's going to disconnect the wide gap part, the wide gap / funnel wall part from the base, and allow you to reconnect or replace those externals. And then once you have that, you can just reattach it using that right there. Also, you've got turrets below right here that look into your shell as well as your funnel wall entrance. So you've got really great turret coverage throughout this entire base. The final floor, we've got batteries. And this is your roof. You've got turret coverage. And then you've got just a little more extra peaks in case anyone's high up and got a good M2 hold on you. But that is the walkthrough for the Siphon. I hope you guys like the base, and let's get right into building this thing. Here is the total cost to build this base from start to finish. I've also included the total cost in boxes so it's easier to understand. Now, let's get right into the video. All right, the first thing you want to do is we are going to make a circle with triangles just like that, and off every triangle we will place a square just like that, and then fill the rest in with triangles just like that. So what we are going to do is we are going to we're going to find the middle, look at one of the squares, and then every other square we will place a door. So here, skip that one, door here, skip, door here. And then we will fill the rest in just like that. And then you want to go out to one of these, or on every one of those. And then this is going to be your jump up, just like this. Place a frame. And then this is a good spot for a door. And you're going to repeat that on all of the others. Just like that. And then on the last one, we'll do the exact same. And once you have that, we can go ahead and place squares just like that, and then fill the rest in. So then, once you have that all filled in, all you need to do is come to one of the squares, and then place your triangle first, and then your TC there in the back. So that's your TC room. On the others here, you can go ahead and place your shelves. Just like that. You can fill this in if you want. I'm going to leave it as it is. Very simple starter, nothing crazy with it. And then next we will work on the second story. Okay, once you have first floor done, we're going to go ahead and start working on the floors above it. So just a forewarning, I do have three-sided symmetry on, so what you see me do once, you will have to repeat for a total of 3 times. So first things first, I like to make my way to the jump up, and then I will place a single door on the side, and then we will go and then encase everything in. So a single door on either side, and then a single door in the middle, just like that. And then this is going to be your jump up that we carry all the way up, just like that. And then you can come here in the middle, just like this. These are going to be your half shelves, just like this. And then once you have that, you can go ahead and seal that up. Again, you can place frames in the middle. It's not mandatory, but will always help your stability. So this is going to be your access to your core. You could just temporarily build a twig buildup just in case you need quick access. Moving on up to the 3rd floor, we are pretty much going to do what we did on the floor below. Only difference is we will have a window right here. And then the rest you can go ahead and seal off just like that. Again, a door there. We're going to carry this jump up all the way up. Frame here. And then once you have that, this is going to be the start of your open core. So I like to do this half wall right here, and then I will place a half wall just like this. And just an FYI, if you are wanting to place boxes, do this before, as it is much easier to place this the 2 boxes here before you seal that off. So these are accessible by this window right here. Once you have that, you can place a wall right here, and then walls just like that. And then once you have those walls above, place this frame, a ceiling, and then place a square frame on top of that, and then your ramps will go in there. Okay, to build the shelves, all we got to do is place a square and then a triangle to get that socket on the outside, and then place that. You can place ramps on the bottom. You don't have to. But yeah, see here, it probably won't let me do that now that the ramp's there. If you want to place the ramp there, you just have to place it before that build out. So once you have that, That is that finished. And then jumping up here, just above this window, we will place a single door and then 2 walls, just like that. And then here I like to do a double door frame, and then we can go ahead and seal that off. And just like that. And continue this jump up all the way up. And then there you have it. Your open core is finished, and we are ready. Go ahead and place a single door, just like that. So this is everything up to your open core finished. There you have it. All right, so once you have open core done, we can go ahead and work up on the next 2 floors so that we can get this base ready for the externals. So like we did last time, we are going to start at the jump up, and we are going to go window, and then pretty much mimic everything that we've done on the floors below. Only we are just encasing the peaks down below. So you can go ahead and place frames just like that. Again, a single door right here. I tried to keep this core section as simple as possible so that we can build this up without really having to have any issues or do any crazy build outs. So once we have this floor done, this is your bedroom floor. We're going to go ahead and make our way up to this as well. And then a little different on this floor. I like to start, I make my way to the jump up right here, and then on the square behind the jump up. So you're going to come up here, and then on this square, we're going to go half wall, half wall, half wall, all facing out just like that. And then in the middle, we're going to do a low wall and seal that off just like that. It's going to create a weak stability point here that we utilize for the anti-siege. So once you have that, we're going to go ahead and add a double door frame right here, 2 walls, 2 half walls on top of that. Go ahead and make this a door frame, and then a window just like that. And then here, like we did on the open core floor, go ahead and place 2 boxes here before you seal that off, and then once you have that, you are good. After that, you can go ahead and place a ceiling on all of that. So this is our entire core section right here, and once you have this, make sure you have doors, windows, ceiling, all of that up. And this is how we are going to connect it. I wouldn't recommend to do this right now, but that is how you connect it to the outer TCs once we make it to that point. So that is that. All right, so once we have our entire core unit built, we're going to go ahead and start working on the externals. So what I like to do to start the externals, I will find a door, and again, remember that I am on 3-sided symmetry. So starting from the door, we're going to go 4 squares out. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Delete that. And then we will go ahead and do this. So this is what we are looking for thus far. And then to add the gatehouse on top of this, we will half moon out just like that. And then to connect this is all I do. And then I get rid of that. And then, so this is our gatehouse. This is how you connect it. And then now we will add our bunkered TCs. So let me just repeat this process. So I will, off this triangle, I will go square, triangle, and then 2 squares, and then 3 triangles. Get rid of that middle one, just like that. And then here is where we will add our TC. So I usually do TC right here, and then I will place 2 backwards facing walls. Once we get our door or our wall placed, we will be good. So you're looking for 78 or 79% stability. In this case, this is perfect. And then once you have that placed, you can go ahead and rotate these to create that overlapping gap. So right now, this is what we're looking like. But if you don't want the square socket to be here and want it as a triangle, all you need to do is triangles, square, triangle, if I can build, and then get rid of that, and then you'll replace this with triangle, square, triangle. So just like that. So this is how you open it, just like that, and then you can place a battery there. And then to seal it up, that's all you have to do. This is our external TCs. There's no more externals at the moment, but we will not connect this to the gatehouse as of right now. We can finish the gatehouse right now, but we will not connect that to the external TCs as of yet. So pretty standard gatehouse, nothing crazy with it. You know, you windows on the side, and then your airlock, and then up here we will do half walls, and then seal those up. Your turret's going to go right here, and then on these sides to create the Patrico, we will add the half walls and then the ceilings right here, and then these two frames for the chain link. And then here, to avoid any raiders from like jumping in that little socket right there, we'll place the low walls. And that adds a really good Patrico peak into your compound. So once you have that, you're ready to start on the other side of the externals and making sure everything connects to base. All right, so once you have your gatehouses built with your bunkered externals, we're going to go ahead and work on the other set of sections of the base. So what I like to do is we built out our wide gaps on these square sections, so you'll want to go nothing off this one, and then find the middle right here. So that should be the middle of your, or like the other square sockets of your circle base. And then you want to go, we're going to half moon out just like that, and then we will do a full circle with a raised foundation on that side right there, or like on the side facing out. And then from here we will do 2 squares and then 3 triangles, and then you can get rid of that and that, just like that. So this is going to be your funnel wall part, and then again repeat on the other side and get rid of that and that. So once you have that, you will be able to place a square right here and then 2 triangles off like that. So that is the footprint, just like that. Now this part is connected to main TC. That's why we built up core the way we did. So let me show you really quick how I will get the stability for that. So here we'll do a full wall, and then you want to build up half walls. This is a really good spot for a turret. And then we will do 2 layers, 3 layers of that. And then this is the spot where your turret holds from shooting floor, just like that. And then add that last frame. And then to connect this to main TC, we will do a ramp right there, and then a ramp right there. So that does connect it to main TC. Now let's go back down here and make sure that none of this footprint is going to decay on us. So on the bedrooms, we will want to do 2 half walls just like that, and then we will add 2 single doors just like that. So at this point, if you have that connected to main TC and then this right here, this will not decay on you. So once you have that connected to main TC, now you can move back to these outside externals and go ahead and connect this to the gatehouse. And the way you do that is open up this bunker just like that and find a way to get up on top of it and place it to where it's on the ceiling. And then, so you just go from the gatehouse, square, triangle, and then 2 squares towards that. So at that point, everything's connected and nothing should be decaying on you. Next, we're going to go ahead and work on building up the shell and everything you need to start building the shooting floor. All right, so once we have everything connected to externals and main base to ensure nothing is going to decay, what do we have over here? Why isn't this... If you need extra stability to make that part work, connect just like that. Just make sure that everything's connected as such before we start moving on. So once you've done that, everything's connected, it won't decay on you. Let's go ahead and start working on the actual shell of the base. So what I like to do is I come to this section right here, the wide gap section, and add these 3 walls as such, like that. Now, the entranceway, we will do 2 windows just like that, and then 2 walls like that. And then I will add that shelving right there. Again, let's do it on this side. And then once you have that, you are able to seal that out right there. And we're going to, again, do that on this side. So window right here where that shelf is, and then you can go ahead and put a ceiling on that. Here, let's go ahead and just finish our breach peaks. So I do half walls on both sides of the raised foundation. And then 2 frames right here, and then I do these frames. They're not mandatory, but I like them. I think they give you steeper peaks. And then I will place that right here. Once you have all those frames placed, then you can go back and add those ramps so that those conditionals, connect and then make that breach peak. So that is that. Now you want to go back through and add frames on the outside of this, just like that. And then this is going to be the entryway. We will place 2 more doors, or 2 more walls, just like that, and then double door frames. So once you have that, that is what you should be looking like. So long story short, this is your funnel wall section. You enter in here, and then this is going to be where you have your jump up. So once you get to this part, this is the door right here. You'll just do half wall and grab that shelf right here, and then you should be able to place 2 frames as that, like that. And then once you have that, you should be able to seal everything else up. Where you have these gaps, make sure that you're placing them on the outside part. And then, so you have that, and then place the ceiling like that. So now that you have that, we are going to be able to go up just like that. And then here, we're going to place just a half wall to get the shelf. And then a ramp facing out like that. So what this should look like, you jump up in here, and then you have a backwards facing ramp just like that for extra depot boxes. So that is that. And next we are going to extend up the honeycomb on this base and give this base a little more structure. Okay, so once you have everything built as to what it is right now, we're going to go ahead and work on honeycombing this base and giving structure for the shooting floor. So first things I like to start with are these bedrooms right here. So I will place 2 windows like that, and then a window right, or a full wall right there. And then I will go up one honeycomb on each side, just like that. And then here, just temporarily make this build out, just so you get that little this little section right here. And then once you have that, we can go ahead and add half walls on top of this right here, and then place that place the ceiling and then the ramp. And then here we can go ahead and add those frames right there. And then let's go ahead and carry this up. So on each side we will do 2 more layers of triangle honeycomb, just like that. And then once we get to this side, where you see how this is a half wall lower, we will go ahead and make it even with this layer of half walls, just like that. So once you have that, we're ready to move on to this side. And then here we will go up 2, 3 layers just like that with the honeycomb, and then again we will half wall just like that. So that is the honeycomb for this base. This protects the all the good loot that you have. And once we have that, we are ready to start working on the shooting floor. And what I like to do here is on the windows, on left and right side of the windows, I will add that honeycomb right here, and then we will go 2 frames just like that, and then 2 windows like that. And then once you have that, you can place those frames, and this gives you the those low windows. Now once you have that, we are able to go ahead and work on these sections right here, and we're going to add these 3 frames just like that, and then a door just like that, and then 2 ramps like that. And again, you're going to want to do that on this side right here. So 3 frames, and then your door, and then 3 frames, and then those like that. So that gives you those, and then you can go ahead and connect that. So you should have this open ring on your shooting floor, just like that. On top of these doors, you can place your low walls. That gives just a little more structure to your shooting floor. And then once you have those placed, all you need to do is go to this wide gap part, and we're going to add 1 more square, and then the rest will be frames. So just like that, there should be 3 frames in height, and then you're going to add windows just like that, and then your ramp goes right here. And then once you have that, place a ceiling on that. So this is what you're looking like so far. And then once you have that, go ahead and on these windows, we'll add a second layer of windows, just like that. So this is the main part of your shooting floor. So once you have that, go ahead and add these 2 triangles right here, and then you can go ahead and add frames the rest of this way right here. And please make sure that anyone on your team does not place a frame on this socket right here. This is a disclaimer. If you place a frame on this socket, you will not be able to disconnect the ramps in the event that your external TC gets taken. You need to make sure that you have this ramp or this socket open for that ramp to be placed in the event your external is lost. So once you have that, go ahead and seal everything up. As far as sealing, you can place a triangle or a square ceiling there. And then here I will place a backwards facing low wall, and then 3 low walls just like that. So that is the main structure of the shooting floor right there. And then on these outside, on these windows, I will place out like ramps facing outwards right there. And then on top of these square segments right here, I would place this this ramp right here. Place your turret right here if you're planning to use turrets on these angles. And then once you have that turret placed, go ahead and add those sides. Because if you add those sides first, it's really hard to find a turret placement in there. So once you have that, you can move your way to the outside here and then add frames just like that, and then more ramps just as such. So that is the roof done. That is what the base looks like in its entirety. Now we can go ahead and work on the compound. So the compound's pretty easy. What I'd recommend is you place chain link fence first, then your furnaces, then the walls. So on these sides right here, you want to place your chain link fence, and then here you will place a large furnace right in that gap right here. I would recommend you place it a little farther out, just so you give that bedroom peak a little more of an angle into your compound. You want to make sure that you're able to utilize that. So that gives you a clear sight on the other side right over there. So again, make sure that it's kind of placed on the outside part of it, and then you should be good. So now once you have that, you are able to place 2 walls that fit perfectly within the space. And then here, I like to place low walls just like that, to make it impossible for anyone to jump up through your compound. So this is just sealing the other side of the base right here. And then quickly, I will show you guys how I place the barricades. The barricades aren't anything special on this. So first things first, I like to add those triangles right there, and then find the middle of that middle triangle and match that up with the middle of the barricade. Once you have that done, you can get rid of those. And then you just fill in the rest. If it's a little weird, you can find a placement there, I can assure you. So then there's that. That's that covered right there. And then it's pretty standard on this side. I like to do them, or the outside ones, sideways and push those out. Just like that. And then once you have that, you can get rid of these triangles right here, and then place another barricade there in the middle. Just like that. Then again, get rid of these right here. And then that is the Siphon complete. I thank you guys for sticking around to the end of the video. If you guys like this base and want to see more bases built by me in the future, be sure to drop a like and comment what you'd like to see me build next. Thank you.